Hi guys, it's Anthony Molinaro from OBrien Real Estate with another edition of the Eastern Weekly Property News for 2020, where real estate information is on the house. A rising tide lifts all boats is the idea that an improved economy will benefit everyone, and that economic and government policy should therefore focus on broad economic efforts, which we believe our government is doing and has done so for some time. So far, the federal, state and territory governments have committed to date $301 billion in stimulus, and that increases after Tuesday's announcement that JobKeeper and JobSeeker will continue on post-September, which will further solidify our government's broad-based economic approach. Some people might think we are digging ourselves a hole with debt. However, this graph shows the level of debt in Australia relative to the GDP, and compared with other countries, it shows we're in a very good and strong position. Plus, the funding costs of the debt is the cheapest it has ever been, and in fact, it is considered it will cost less than the GFC stimulus, so financially, it makes great sense to do so. Here's how JobKeeper and JobSeeker will change from September the 28th. JobKeeper payments reduced to $1,200 a fortnight for full-timers and $750 for part-timers, whereas JobSeeker reduces to $815 until the end of December, when the scheme will cease at this stage. Now, JobKeeper will continue at $1,000 for full-timers from January until the end of March 2021, whereas part-timers will receive $650 a fortnight. Moving on from this positive news into the numbers for the week. Across the state, we saw our highest number of sales this year with 1,326 private sale transactions, which is up 185 sales from last week. From an auction perspective, we had 177 auctions withdraw or convert to private sale, so bear in mind that these clearance rates account for those numbers. We saw 475 auction results captured, with 124 selling before auction, 111 selling under the hammer, 8 selling after, and 55 passing in, giving us an official clearance rate of 51.16%, but if we take out the withdrawals, it's over an 80% success rate. Now reviewing the numbers across the OBrien Real Estate Group. We experienced some subdued numbers following our PB from the week prior. Over the week, we saw 51 properties launch into the market. We had 58 properties moving to under contract and 41 confirmed sales across our network. However, we can report a spike with an additional 27 confirmed sales in the last 3 days post this data. Now, in further news, Hong Kong buyers are looking elsewhere to purchase to replace China. Due to the political unrest and the new security laws, 10,000 Hong Kong passport holders currently living in Australia on temporary visas will be offered permanent residency, which will increase housing demand, particularly in our capital cities. Further incentives are also being considered to attract businesses and residents living in Hong Kong to relocate to Australia. According to APRA, $192 billion worth of mortgage repayments have been deferred by Australia's lenders, comprising of 11% of the total housing loans. The major banks have confirmed they will extend the repayment freeze for those that need it for a further 4 months. Employment rose by a record 210,800 in June, after falling by 264,100 in May. The unemployment rate rose, however, from 7.1% to 7.4% in June. Full-time jobs fell by 38,100 and part-time jobs rose by 249,000, and overall hours worked rose by 4%. Now, in the China economy, which is now being coined the coronavirus comeback kid, its economy expanded by 11.5% in the June quarter. And remember to get in touch with an OBrien office if you would like to know how your property is faring in the current market climate, so you can make the most informed decision when navigating through your real estate strategy. Now, that's all for another week. I'm Anthony Molinaro, and remember, OBrien Real Estate, we are not a financial advisor. You should always consider seeking independent legal, financial, taxation, or other advice in relation to your unique circumstance. Until next week, it's bye for now.